unashamed. I shamed my father and my mother with my behavior and my nasty attitude. I shamed them. But I ain't ashamed of it anymore.
Right.
You see, Jesus turned me around and said, let's face this together. Let's go and make peace with your mother. Let's make peace with your sister. Let's make peace with your past. Let's make peace with the things that you used to do. Let's make peace with how you used to act. Let's make peace with how you used to cuss. Let's just make peace with it.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Quit tripping about it. Quit trying to hide it and act like it wasn't you. It was you. That's why you needed Jesus to save you
Yeah.
Right.
in the first place. And we slipping and diving and ducking and dodging and peeping and creeping right now.
Help us.
We don't post that on Facebook.
No.
We don't tweet that.
No.
And we ain't putting it on our LinkedIn page because we don't want our folks that we linked into some stuff we ain't got no business. Get out of the boat. Cry out to Christ, save me. And then let him do what only he can do. Verse 32 says, when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. And those who were in the boat worshipped him.
Yeah.
I have struggled and wrestled with this. Why don't we worship him more?
Right.
Why don't we? Why don't we worship him more? Not enough, but more. Isn't he worthy of it?
Amen.
Not in your life, but in my life, he's worthy of it.
Yeah. Amen.
We're good at praise. We can do the praise thing because praise thanks God for what he's done. And most of us can look back and say, he did this, and he did that, and he did the other, and he's doing this. But when do we stop and just acknowledge who he is? Whether he does anything else. And he done enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your situation is still jacked up, but if he didn't do anything else, hasn't he already done enough?
Amen.
Yes.
When the car was hydroplaning, wasn't that enough? Wasn't that enough? When your child didn't come home and you didn't know where they were, wasn't that enough that he brought them home? When the bullets were flying by, wasn't that enough? When you were getting beat, wasn't that enough that he saved you? When you were in the hospital, wasn't it enough that he delivered you? When you were in jail, wasn't it enough that he came to see about you? Ain't it enough?
Yeah.
I was homeless. What a sick child. Wasn't it enough? Put a roof over my head. Couldn't I thank him for that? Still.
Yeah.
Even now. And what do I have right now that I need to be thanking him for? I don't think we worship God enough. And I just want to remind us that in every situation, in every circumstance of life, in every problem, in every issue that we have, Jesus is all that we need, and we need him to save us. And when he saves us, we ought to worship him. Not just because he saved us, but because he is who he said he is.
Yes.
He is Lord. He is Master. He is Ruler. He is truly the Son of God. And no, you can't do cartwheels and backflips. I can't, at least physically. But in my spirit, I can. I can worship him right now.
Yeah, right.
Right this second. for who he is.
Yes.
I can worship him because he's all-powerful.
Yes.
I can worship him because he's all-knowing. I can worship him because he's merciful. I can worship him because he's kind. I can worship him because he's almighty.
Yeah.
I can worship him because he's everlasting.
Yeah.
I can worship him because he's true. I
Yeah.
can worship him because he's faithful.
Yeah.